Hello there, guys, and welcome to another week of European Cricket Series Cricket. I'm Mr. Maximo, Vinny Sandu for the European Cricket Network with match preview for match 21 of the European Cricket Series Barcelona. It's the first game of Monday morning, the 19th of October, the beginning of the second of 3 weeks of that European Cricket Series. And this match sees Falco taking on Joves Units. And this game will begin at 7 a.m. GMT, which is 9 o'clock in Central Europe. It's 12:30 p.m. in India. And as always, if you'd like to catch the action, you can do right here on ECN, whether it's through our website, europeancricket.com, or our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. And of course, if you are in India, you can catch it on Fancode. And just a reminder, if you don't already, why don't you follow us on social media? Because as I always say, there is so much happening in the world of European cricket. 1 week down in Spain and 2 weeks to go. Things are starting to take shape. Of course, there's two groups of 8 teams, 16 teams, 60 matches over 15 match days. So there's been a lot of great cricket so far, and we're looking forward to plenty more this week, that's for sure. So why don't you follow us at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network, and don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you're enjoying the match preview videos. If you have anything you'd like to say about European cricket, you can also download an app for your mobile device in the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store. Just search for European Cricket Network. Okay, so let's move along then to what we can expect on Monday, the 19th of October. Like we said, it's the first match of the day that we're previewing in this video, but we'll have matches 21 to 24. There's 4 matches every day over the 15 match days, culminating in the final series on the 30th of October. But you can see here, match day 6, we've got some Group B action. We'll have 6 of the 8 teams in Group B coming to play on Monday the 19th. So starting with this game, Falco versus Joves Units, let's have a closer look. And we do have some likely teams for you. Falco will be led by the captain, Cameron Raja, with Awais Ahmed to be their wicketkeeper, while for Joves Units, Baba Basharat is expected to lead them out, with Abdul Rahman Ullah to be behind the stumps for them. And just a note about our likely lineups. Of course, we do shoot this video well in advance of the toss. So, of course, these lineups are subject to change like anything. Some things can come up and we can have some last-minute injuries and things of that nature. But these are our best guesses as to the likely lineups for these two teams. Let's have a look then at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. Hopefully you find this information useful, particularly if you're participating in some fantasy cricket. And for Falco, I have super highlighted their keeper, Awais Ahmed. Now, he's likely to open the batting, and he's made a very strong start to the tournament, including 79 in their first match, which was the highest individual score of the entire first week in Barcelona. And he scored those runs off only 32 balls, hitting 7 Maximos along the way. So we've seen how destructive he can be, and he does have a T20 international century to his name, playing for Spain. He has played quite a bit of international cricket for the Spanish national team. He also does a tremendous job behind the stumps. He isn't afraid to stand up to the medium pacers to put that extra pressure on the batsman. So just a note about Falco. Now, last time we talked about them, how they had a good year last season in T20 cricket, finishing in the top 5 of the 23 teams in the Liga Catalana. But the T10 form wasn't great coming into this tournament. They didn't win a game out of the 5 they played in the T10 Blast. Now, they certainly have made up for that in their first 2 matches in the European Cricket Series. They dismantled Hiris Abadel in their opening encounter last Tuesday, bowling them out for only 43 after posting 134 in their 10 overs. And in their other match, it was much closer, but they still came out on top against the Men in Blue on Thursday evening, winning by 4 runs, 88 to 84. So I do think they'll be pretty excited to get back out there, the Falco guys, and I have super highlighted Awais Ahmed. I think he'd be a great choice for captain or vice captain if you are playing some fantasy cricket. Now, on the other side of the coin, I have super highlighted Abdul Rahman Ullah for Joves Units, and let's talk a little bit about him. Now, he's also a tidy wicketkeeper batsman, so I've super highlighted both of the wicketkeepers for the respective teams today. Now, Abdul Rahman Ullah has been in fine form this season. He started well with 27 off 14 balls in the first game, opening the batting. And I do think if they are to be competitive in this match, they'll want to get some runs from him at the top of the order. Joves Units as a side, well, they have played 2 games and they played them back-to-back last Tuesday. In the first game, they beat Hira Sabadell by a single run before going down to Catalunya CC in the very next match. So they have a win and a loss from their 2 matches, and with back-to-back games again on Monday morning, it will be critically important for them to get some wins if they want to have any chance of being in the hunt for a semi-final spot, because as we know, only the top 2 teams in each group will make it through to the semi-finals. Now, I have also highlighted some other players, starting with Falco. I've highlighted Adel Sawa, who will bat 3 or 4. He has scored a century in the T20 competition, and he had the highest strike rate of any of their batsmen in that competition. So keep an eye out for him. I've also highlighted their captain, Cameron Raja, the all-rounder. Well, he opened the batting in their first match before dropping himself down the order. So it will be interesting to see where he bats in this game. Now, he was their leading 6-hitter in the T10 Blast tournament, and he's also a very prolific wicket taker in the Liga Catalana, and he did take 1 for 6 off his 2 overs in the last match, and he was very difficult to get away. I've also highlighted Shahbaz Ahmed, who has impressed me with the ball, particularly in taking 2 for 8 off his 2 overs against Hira Sabadell. I've got Naeem Hussain Shah in there, the off spinner, who picked up 3 for 9 in that same match. I do have a shadow player in there, Roman Ullah, who's made a couple of handy contributions with the bat so far. And bowling-wise, I've gone for the ex-Spanish captain, Tanvir Iqbal, who will open the bowling, and he has 3 wickets so far in the tournament. But alternatively, you might want to have a look at Nadeem Shahzad, who has also performed pretty well. Some other players for Joves Units, I have Shahid Nazir in there. Now, he's the likely opening partner of Abdul Rahman Ullah at the top of the order. I've also got Taki Ul Mazar, the useful all-rounder who made an impressive start to the ECS, top scoring for his side in both games. He will also chip in with his penetrative bowling as the tournament progresses. I've got a shadow all-rounder in there in Captain Babar Basharat, who will likely bowl at the death, so the back end of the innings, you're always a chance to pick up a few wickets in the last couple of overs. I do have some bowling options there. Mohammad Tanzir ur Rahman, who took 2 for 5 against Hira Sabadell off only 1 over before being very expensive in their next match. So he'll be looking to get things back under control. And finally, I've got Isra Ahmed in there, who's been pretty effective taking the new ball for Joves Units, taking 2 for 8 last match. Now, I do have a couple of substitutions in there because you can probably tell if you are playing Dream 11 cricket specifically that I'm a couple of batsmen short. So I've put in there Ijaz Ahmed and Haroon Salik respectively. And you'd have to leave out some all-rounders or wicket keepers. Probably Shahid Nazir and perhaps Babar Basharat will miss out. But really have a look. You can make your own decisions with that. And you can see at the bottom of the screen there, EuropeanCricket.com. It's a great place to go to get all the stats, the scorecards, the fixtures, and the standings in the European Cricket Series. Look no further than EuropeanCricket.com. There's new articles going up every day. And also there will be a written article to accompany this video. I do submit one for every match preview show that I do. So let's talk a little bit about predictions, and certainly going to be great to be back there at the Montjuic Stadium there where they held the Olympic baseball in 1992 at the Barcelona Summer Olympics. And we enjoyed plenty of cricket action last week, lots of close games, and I've really been taken about how even this tournament is. So it's been very difficult to predict, especially when a couple of my predictions have gone horribly wrong, but there's a lot of factors at play here: the toss, the amount of experience, just little things like little one player in or out for each team can make a difference. So in this game, Joves Units will be very keen to put on a good showing Monday morning because they have 2 matches, so they will have played 4 out of their 7 matches by the middle of Monday. So these 2 matches really have the ability to shape their European Cricket Series progress. While for Falco, they've been great so far, 2 wins, no losses, but we've seen some unbeaten teams go down horribly as well, depending on basically how they get out of bed. First game of the day. So Falco, they'll be favourites in this game, but Joves Units have a lot to play for. Ultimately, I have gone for Falco. I think they can make it 3 out of 3. I just think they have more players that can impact the result. And I was very impressed by the form of Always Ahmed at the top of the order. So for Joves Units to get a chance in this game, I think they'll want to see the back of him early. But we do want your company on the European Cricket Network because there is so much going on. There's 4 matches every day. Make sure you tune in from 12:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time to catch all of the action. And we hope you enjoy it. And I certainly know that Tim and Rico, our commentators over there, are enjoying bringing you all the action, and I'm certainly enjoying watching it. So I've gone for Falco, always Ahmed to be the star player, but do watch out, especially for Abdul Rahman Ullah. I think that he could be the key to Joves Unit's progress. And if they can bat first, perhaps put some pressure on, put 100 plus on the board, then they, of course, could easily win this match as well. So for now, that is it. It's great to be back after a weekend. Hopefully you've recovered and you're ready for some more excitement in the European Cricket Series. And just a final reminder to follow us at social media at European Cricket, or follow me at Mr. Maximo. But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network, saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on European Cricket.